Ladies and gents, welcome back to part 2 of Paperboy. Here we go. In the last video we did a green background, we put the street out there in its own class, we put trash cans in their own class, and in this one we're going to do some houses. So go up to the plus, you can go to My Uploads and type in paper or PAP or whatever you want. You're going to drag in one of these houses, click and hold, drag it in. On the house, appearance, we're going to call this House 1. We're going to do solid off. We're going to go to layer and put it on background, okay? And we're going to put it in its own class, all right? So in here, when you're highlighted on it, go to classes, go to create new class, call it houses, save. You're also going to go to behavior and add a behavior called join. And I'll explain what that is when we're going to use it. Whoop, get this out of here. Go to behaviors and join. Click and hold, drag that over, and leave this blank for now. Okay? So that's one house. Let's move that into position. Go something like that. Okay? Now you could make copies of these houses, but they're going to be all yellow, so we'd like to change the color a little bit. So go back up to the plus, go to My Uploads and your Paperboy assets again. We can do blue. And that's going to have the same attributes. So we're going to go to appearance. We're going to call that house 2. Solid off, layer background, and behavior. Get this out of here. Go to join. All right, that's the second one. We'll go into the third one now. Now you could also do this if you wanted to. If you click on here and you do copy, like I said, it'll be blue. And also take note that these fences are over top of each other right now. So if you hit this button right here, that'll send it behind the other one. Okay, if you're going to put them that close. So we got one like that. But notice that these are two blue ones. So if I go to appearance, I can do swap visual, and you can just change the color of it, and it'll still have all those different attributes that you don't have to change on each one now. So let's say we wanted that one to be the green one. That'll be the green one, all right? And you'll notice that in appearance, it already has the things that we've changed. So we'll do that again. Copy. Got our fourth house. We'll send that behind the other one, and we will swap the visual. Oh, by the way, we got to rename these. That's going to be house 4. Swap visual. The other color is... we got yellow, blue, green, and we need yellow, blue, green. Where's our fourth house at? All right, so we'll just leave one another color. I'm not sure why that one's not loading. You could probably re-upload the asset. All right, so at this point, let's rename our houses, and then we're moving on to the next part. This one's going to be house 3. This one is already house 2. That one's already house 1. So we are good. Now, if your trash cans are in the way of the driveway, let's just move those over a little bit. You can really put those wherever you want. It does not matter. This one is not really on the street, so maybe I should move these houses down a little bit. I think that would help. Come on, zoom in if you can't click it. There it goes. Sometimes it's very finicky when you're clicking on different stuff. See, like right now, this will not move. Gotta be just right with the click. This one's in front of that one, so we're going to send that one back. Trash can. All right. All right, next thing we're going to do is a bordered circle. So go to add. You're going to go to, you can close this part. Oops. You can get this out of there. You're going to go to basic shapes, and you're going to do a bordered circle. All right, that circle is going to be called, what are we going to call that? 0.1. And you're going to turn solid off. You're going to do 0.2 by 0.2. So it's going to be a real small circle. We want to not see that in the event manager because that's just going to clog up stuff in the event manager and we don't need to do anything with it. So you can turn that off. and we need 4 of them. So we're going to name this one 0.1 like we did. We're going to do a copy. We'll move that over, and a copy and move it over, copy and move it over. This one will be the second one. Third one and fourth one. All right, now these are going to go over top of the mailboxes. So you're going to put it right there on each one. Those are going to be detection zones. So when you throw the newspaper, if it collides, it's a collider or a trigger. You can call it, I guess, whatever you want. You can put them right over top of that, and when the newspaper hits it, that'll be what, if you hit the actual circle, it will count your score, okay? And it'll count up if you hit it. If you miss it, it'll count down, all right? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go on these houses again, and we're going to use that join behavior. So if you go to behavior, you're going to join it to, oh, looks like I never renamed my trash cans. Let's see, we want to join 1 to 0.1. We want to join house 2 to 0.2, and so on. Come on. Very finicky today. House 4, behavior, join to number 4. Let's see if we can get on house 3 here. There we go. Behavior, join 0.4. Okay, so that part's done. The reason for the join is because when we go to mimic or move these streets and houses and trash cans, they're going to start duplicating back this way. That's why you only really need 4 of them for a game that's pretty much infinite. And it will tie these two together and bring them together and stay in the same positions. Okay. All right, so next thing is going to be a bordered rectangle. So if you go up to add, bordered rectangle, I'm going to move my screen down a little bit if I can. There we go. On this one, you're going to call this, we'll call this the right side. Whoops. And let's see, we're going to leave it as solid on. We're going to go into the, well, you know what, go into appearance because we want to make this 1 by 5. We're going to rotate it, so let's zoom out a little bit here. Rotate it so that it's just parallel with the street. And you can move it in just like this. That's going to serve as a right boundary for your player so he can't just go skating off the street. We're also going to put that in a class, and you're going to call that border and trigger. So create new class, border and trigger. Save class. Now we can make a copy of that, and this is going to be the last thing we're going to do in this video. Put it on the left side of the street. That way your player can't go that way. And we'll call that one left. Alright, so that's it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in part 3. Later.